Hi all, I hope you're doing well. I'm Heather and welcome to today's video. I'm going to try and keep this video as cruisy as possible, however, today's video has been a few weeks, well, probably closer to a month in the making because it has been such a long process to try and figure out what's happening with Rose, but without further ado, let's get into it. For those of you who are new here or need a recap, let's jump into it. I trialed Rose as a prospect as a new horse for myself back at the start of January this year, and I bought her home at the end of February after talking with her owners, my instructor and some vets. Now I was bringing her home on the basis of her being a lease, simply because her owners just don't have time for her since they're studying and working at the moment. When I trialed her, she did have a bit of a bucking problem with jumping, so as soon as I brought her home, I decided to jump straight into the source of that problem, and this is where this video jumps off of. One of the first things I did with Rose when exploring what was wrong with her was obviously to get a full vet check done, of which it came back clean. Naturally, as much of a dead end as this felt, I went ahead with getting a saddle fitter out. We readjusted the fillings and the gullet, we just a few other things, even tried some new saddles on her. We did notice with changing the gullet that there was a massive improvement in how she moved under saddle, but she was still bucking, so unfortunately we had to continue with our little exploration. After getting the saddle fitted and Rose getting to use her muscles more efficiently, we got the chiropractor out for her and the masseuse, both of which helped her majorly, gave us heaps of exercises to help her strengthen herself, and she improved so much on the flat. She began really using herself so much better, leaning in, dropping her shoulders less, and we saw a bit of improvement with pole work. So we thought, yay, we've cracked it, we've cracked the code, we're all good. Until we hadn't. While I was losing hope and began realizing that Rose might just be suited for flat work as opposed to jump work, my instructor began asking questions, researching her breeder and even her past homes, until we think we found an answer to the questions we'd been asking. While Rose has had some incredible trainers and homes, sometimes things happen, such as freak accidents in the showroom or arena, of which is what we assume happened with Rose. My instructor and I weren't able to find the full extent of what happened to Rose beyond discovering that something did happen during a training session at some point before she was passed to the owners that we're leasing her from. The owners are unaware of the trauma and injury, but have given me full rein to keep working with her, and they've extended their help as well to help overcome her fears and work with her to get her to a point where she is happy doing what we're asking her to do. Now, while we are still unsure and probably will never really know the main cause of her problems, whether it be skeletal, trauma, muscular, or simply just a trust problem, I won't stop working with Rose to help her be the best horse for herself, the best horse for me in the current time and others in the future. While Rose might not be taking steps forward and taking more steps back, at the end of the day, it is for her benefit and it will all be worth it in the end. And I hope that you guys will stick around and see how Rose grows. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you all stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.